buildup is happening in the Bay of Bengal, the kind officials will never admit on record. But the signs are unmistakable. India could be preparing to test the K-5 submarine-launched ballistic missile, one of the most secretive weapons in its nuclear arsenal. New aviation warnings, NOTAMs, have been issued for a massive no-fly zone stretching nearly 14,000 kilometers from the coast of Visakhapatnam. That distance mirrors previous notifications for long-range ballistic missile trials. And the launch area sits right next to the Eastern Naval Command, home to India's nuclear submarines. Put those dots together and the most plausible candidate is the K-5, a missile with a range of over 6,000 kilometers designed to be fired from India's nuclear power ballistic missile submarines, the SSBNs. If the test goes ahead, it likely originates from INS Arihant or INS Arighat, India's frontline SSBNs. These submarines are the most survivable leg of India's nuclear deterrent. Hidden underwater for months, they are built to launch missiles even if every land and air asset is wiped out. This is the core of second strike capability, the ability to retaliate after a nuclear hit. And for India, that survivability increasingly depends on the Bay of Bengal, where it is developing a defended bastion for submarine patrols. But India isn't the only one watching. The moment the NOTAM was issued, China began moving in a familiar cast of so-called research vessels. 4 ships, Lanhai 101, Lanhai 201, Shenhai Yihao and Xi'an 6 are already heading into or operating inside the Indian Ocean. Lanhai 101, officially an aquaculture research ship, is heading towards Sri Lanka's Gaur. Xi'an 6 is moving towards Mauritius. Shenhai Yihao carries a deep-sea manned submersible, and Lanhai 201 has been conducting seabed mapping near Diego Garcia. These ships have shown up before, every time India prepares to test a strategic missile. They position themselves along likely trajectories, collecting telemetry leaks, acoustic signatures, and any data Indian sensors fail to shield. There have even been occasions when India delayed or cancelled tests because Chinese vessels loitered too close. The timing is never a coincidence, it's a pattern. Right now, India's only fully deployed SLBM is the K-15, with a range of just 750 kilometers. It has also tested the K-4 SLBM, which has a range of 3,500 kilometers. Open source defense analysis suggests that the K-5, with a speculated 5,000 to 6,000 kilometer range, would allow Indian SSBNs to strike strategic targets from the safety of the Indian Ocean without leaving protected waters. But China's interest is not limited to one missile test. Its survey vessels are quietly mapping the Indian Ocean's underwater environment, the thermoclines, the salinity layers, the seabed ridges and trenches that decide whether submarines stay hidden or get detected. Modern submarine warfare is a battle of acoustics. Whoever understands how sound moves underwater gains the advantage to hide their own submarines and to expose the enemies. For India, building a secure bastion depends on ensuring its SSBNs remain invisible. China is working just as hard to ensure it can hear them. Whether the missile being tested in early December is indeed the K-5 or another long-range system, the stakes are clear. India is steadily pushing its sea-based nuclear deterrent towards real operational strength, and China, through its oceanographic research, is working to challenge that strength. Not in the air, not on land, but deep beneath the Indian Ocean.